Yes. Good morning, children. How are you? Now we have to study origin and evolution of life. Origin, what is origin? What is evolution? We studied, yes. Theories of origin of life, evidence, evolution, evidence from embryology, evidence from paleontology, that all studied. Okay. Now we have to study evolution. Theories of evolution. Some theory given. Okay. What is evolution? Life had evolved along with evolution of Earth towards the end of 18th century. Evolution is the gradual change occurring in living organism over a period of time. Evolution is the gradual change occurring in living organism over the period of time. Formation of new species due to changes in specific character over several generations as responsible to natural selection is called evolution. Formation of new species due to changes. Formation of new species due to changes in specific characters over several generations as responsible to natural selection is called evolution. Some theories given, somebody Darwin, Lamarck. Yes, somebody given here Darwin, one scientist Darwin given some theory. Yes, Darwin and Charles also given the theories. Okay, the natural changes occurring explained through the theories of evolution is proposed by Lamarck, Darwin. Now we will see the Lamarck theory, Lamarckism. Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, the scientist name Jean-Baptiste Lamarck, 1744 to 1829. French naturalist, well known for his theory of evolution. Lamarck's theory of evolution published Philosophique zoologique in the year 1809. In the popularly known as theory of inheritance of acquired characters, otherwise use and disuse theory, otherwise Lamarckism. Theory of inheritance acquired characters or disuse theory or Lamarckism. Okay. Principles of Lamarckism. Internal vital force. The living organism and the component parts tend to increase in size. Every organism increase the size. The increase in size is due to the inherent ability of the organism. That is called internal vital force. Environmental and new needs. The change of environment bring about changes in the need of organism. The environment brings about changes. A change in the environment brings about change in the need of organism. The organism, one environment another needs, another environment another needs. So that changes in need of organisms. That organism develops certain adaptive characters. Adaptation of organism may the form of development new parts of body. Development of new parts of body. That is the environment and new needs. Change the environment, make a new needs. So that is the environment and new needs. Use and disuse theory. The Lamarck said this theory. Use and disuse. Status that one giraffe. See the picture, everybody. Two giraffes are there. Two are eating the plant. One is eating near that one. One is eating highest plant. Yes, everybody seeing the picture. This always eating like this. One giraffe, another giraffe, the neck will increase. That short neck and short forelimbs due to shortage of grass, they forced to feed on leaves from trees. ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணி அது வந்து இழுத்து எடுக்குது. அப்போ எடுக்க 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 the continuous stretching of their neck and forelimbs resulted in the development of long neck and long forelimb. See the picture? அது உயரமான மரத்துல இப்படி இழுத்து இழுத்து கழுத்து ஸ்ட்ரெச் ஆக்கி ஆக்கி அதாவது கழுத்து நீண்டுட்டு அது மாதிரி முன்னங்காலும் நீண்டுட்டு. ஸோ that make a use and disuse. யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டே இருந்தோம்னா அது என்னதாகும், பெருசாயிட்டே இருக்கும். யூஸ் பண்ணாகவே இருந்துட்டோம்னா அது வந்து என்னதாகும், டிஸ்யூஸ் ஆயிடும். What a disuse example? Degenerate wing of kiwi is an example of an organ disuse. The kiwi is a bird. Birds always flying. The kiwi not flying, not using the wings. So, degenerated wings of kiwi is an example of organ of disuse. Understand? Use and disuse. And the theory inheritance of acquired characters also like this. When there is a change in environment, animal respond to change. They development adaptive structures. The characters developed by the animal during their lifetime. Character developed by the animals during their lifetime in response to the environmental change are called acquired characters. What is acquired characters? The characters developed by the animals during their lifetime in response to the environmental changes are called acquired characters. According to the Lamarck, acquired characters are transmitted to the offspring by the process of inheritance. The offspring. Characters are transmitted to the offspring by the process of inheritance. That theory also Lamarck making this one. So principles of Lamarckism: internal vital force, environmental and new needs, use and disuse theory, theory of inheritance, and acquired characters. Lamarckism theories, principles of Lamarckism. Next one, Darwinism. Darwin, the scientist Darwin giving one theory. Charles Darwin, 1892. Okay, that at that time British Admiralty planned a voyage of exploration for 5 years. For 5 years on the ship. Voyage of exploration for 5 years on the ship. HMS Beagle around the South America. HMS Beagle. HMS Beagle, the vehicle, the voyage vehicle, South America, around the South America. Dr. Henslow was asked to nominate a young naturalist for the voyage. One young naturalist for the voyage. Darwin was given the opportunity. During this 5 years voyage, he visited many parts of the world. The number of islands, including the Galapagos Island, Pacific Islands, that like more islands also saw. Okay, Darwin made elaborate observation on the nature, on the land, plant, animals. Okay, he visited more places. He visited more plants, animals, and regions also he visited. He further worked for a period of 20 years of it, developed the theory of natural selection. First 5 years, after 20 years developed the theory of natural selection. After that, Darwinism make origin of species, 1859. He published the observation and conclusion, one name, that is origin of species. Origin of species. It elaborate on the theory of natural selection. It elaborate one theory, that is a natural selection. What is Darwinism? That we say. Definition: Darwinism is a theory of evolution species by natural selection advanced by Charles Darwin. Natural selection species. The evolution of species by natural selection advanced by Charles Darwin. That is a Darwinism. The name Darwinism is also just a name to describe this idea of evolution. This is not only the theory of evolution. It's not only theory of evolution. Principles of Darwinism also. Principles of Darwinism, that is overproduction. First one is overproduction. Overproduction means living being having ability to reproduce more individuals. Living being ability to produce more individuals and form their own progeny. That is, they have to capacity to multiply in geometrical manner. Not one parent, one baby, that like not. Multiply in capacity to multiply. More individuals, reproduce more individuals. That is a overproduction. Overproduction. Struggle for existence. Struggle for existence here due to overproduction. Geometric ratio of increase in population occurs. The space to live and food available for organisms remains same. This create intense competition among the organisms for food and space, leading to struggle. The struggle for existence are three types. One is intraspecific struggle. That means இப்போ வந்து நிறைய ப்ரொடியூஸ் ஆயாச்சு. இப்போ உட்கார்றதுக்கு சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு இடம் இருக்கணும், அப்படிதானே? Create intense of competition. No more competition for food, space, leading in struggle. That are three type of struggle. One is intraspecific struggle, interspecific struggle, environmental struggle. First one is a intraspecific struggle. Competition among individual of same species. ஒரே ஸ்பீசிஸ்ல உள்ளவங்களுக்கு காம்படிஷன் வரதுதான் இன்ட்ராஸ்பெசிபிக். இன்டர்ஸ்பெசிபிக் மீன்ஸ் காம்படிஷன் பிட்வீன் ஆர்கனிசம்ஸ், டிஃபரெண்ட் ஸ்பீசிஸ் லிவிங் டுகெதர். பக்கத்துல இருக்கிற எல்லா லிவிங் டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்காங்க, அவங்களுக்குள்ள காம்படிஷன் வரதான் இன்டர்ஸ்பெசிபிக். என்விரான்மெண்டல் ஸ்ட்ரகிள் என்னதுன்னா நேச்சுரல் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் லைக் எக்ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஹீட் ஆர் கோல்டு. ரொம்ப ஹீட்டா இருக்குது, ரொம்ப கோல்டா இருக்குது. ரொம்ப ஹீட் அல்லது ரொம்ப கோல்டு. ரொம்ப ட்ராட் ஏரியா, அதர்வைஸ் ஃப்ளட் ஏரியா. காஞ்சி கிடக்கிற காஞ்ச காடு, அடுத்த தண்ணீர் ஆல பெருக்கி தண்ணியா இருக்கிறத ஃப்ளட் ஏரியா. that struggle. Okay, that environmental struggle. After next one, that is a variation. First overproduction, struggle for existence. Next variation. Variation means was selecting the selecting natural one. Okay, occurrence of variation is a characteristic features of all plants and animals. Small variation are important for evolution. According to Darwin, favorable variation are useful to organism, unfavorable variation for harmful. Favorable variation, unfavorable variation. Favorable variation are useful to the organism, unfavorable variation harmful to the organism. Okay, survival of fittest or natural selection. These ones select natural selection. This Darwin already started selecting the natural only. During the struggle for existence, the organism which has overcome the challenging situation survive and adapt to the surrounding environment. Survive situation, overcome the challenging situation, survive and adapt to surrounding environment. Organisms which are unable to face challenges are unfit to survive and disappear. The process of selection organism with favorable variation is called natural selection. Process of selection organism which favorable variation. Favorable variation la select பண்ற process தான் இது natural selection. Okay, or origin of species. Origin of species, the Darwin new species originates by gradual accumulation of favorable variation for the number of generations. According to Darwin, new species originates according to number of generation, favorable variation from the favorable variation. Okay, next one, overproduction, struggle for existence, variation, natural selection, origin of species. Overproduction, finished, struggle for existence, variation. Next one, variation, natural selection, natural selection, and origin of species. Now we will see the variation only. We will see synthesis. Modern synthesis, nowadays we will see the picture only. Slime, mold, animal, plant, algae, protozoa, fungi, and chlamydomonas green, non-sulfur bacteria, actinobacteria, that like acidobacteria, protobacteria, urobacteria, nanoarchaea, crinoarchaea, protozoa, that like some modern synthesis given in the variation. Variation, we will study what is variation. Variation is the difference found among individual of the same species and the offspring of same parent. Same species and the offspring of same parent. What is variation? Variation is the raw material which play an important role in evolution. Variation is the raw material which plays an important role in evolution. Evolution would not be possible without variation. Evolution would not be possible without variation. Variation illama evolution possible agadu. Okay. Now types of variation. First one, somatic variation. Somatic variation. Somatic variation. What is somatic variation? These are variation which affect the body. Cells of the organism, they are not heritable. They occur due to environmental factors. It is a somatic variation. Somatic variation which affect the body. Affect the body cells of the organism. Somatic variation affect the body cells of organisms. They occur due to environmental factors. Next one, germinal variation. Germinal variation. These variations produce in germ cells. So it is called germinal variation. These variations produce in germ cells of an organism. They are inherited. They are inherited. They may be present in the ancestor, may occur suddenly. They classified into two types. One is continuous variation, discontinuous variation. Germinal variation dividing two, one is continuous variation, another one is discontinuous variation. What is continuous variation? These are small variation. Continuous variation is a small variation which occur among the individual of population. They are also called fluctuating variation. They occur by gradual accumulation in the population. That means skin color, height and weight of the individual, color of the eye. Skin color, height and weight of the individual, color of the eye. This only continuous variation. Continuous variation. Discontinuous variation, that is a sudden changes. That is a continuous variation, small change occur in the among individuals of population. Here sudden change which occur in the organism due to mutation. They do not have intermediate forms. It is, what is that? In discontinuous variation, example, short-legged Ancon sheep. குட்டையான Ancon sheep. 6 more digit in human. ஒரு சில பேர் கைகளில் 6 விரல் 7 விரல் இருக்குமா, அப்படிப்பட்டதெல்லாம் இருந்து discontinuous variation. Discontinuous variation. Okay. Continuous variation example என்னது? நல் கலர், ஸ்கின் கலர் எப்படி இருக்கு, ஹைட் வெயிட் எப்படி இருக்காங்க, அவங்க கண்ணு எப்படி கலரா இருக்குது, கலர் ஆஃப் ஐ. தீஸ் ஆர் த கண்டினியூஸ் வேரியேஷன். டிஸ்கண்டினியூஸ் வேரியேஷன் அப்படின்னா அவங்களுக்கு 6 விரல் 7 விரல் இருக்கும், அங்க அந்த ரொம்ப குட்டையான ஆட்டுக்குட்டி ஷீப் இருக்கும். தட் இஸ் அ discontinuous variation. Next one, paleobotany. Paleobotany is derived from Greek word paleon. Paleon means old. Paleo means what? Old. Paleobotany means old botany. Yes, the study of plants. It is branch of paleontology that deals with the recovery and identification of plants remains the geological past. Geological past. What is paleontology? Deal with the recovery and identification of plants remains geological past. Plant, that means paleobotany means humans are by nature curious and are all interested in the earth which live and how various aspects have changed through the geologic time. A natural to wonder prehistoric life. Prehistory, how these organisms lived, what their pattern of behavior were, and why they become extinct, that we can study. பலியோபொட்டனி அப்படின்னா ஓல்டு பாட்டனி, அப்படின்னா ஃபாசில்ஸ் செத்து போன மிருகங்கள் எப்படி வளர்ந்தது, எப்படி இருந்துச்சு, அது என்ன சாப்பிட்டுச்சு, எப்படி எந்த இடத்துல அது சூழ்நிலை இருந்துச்சு, அதை பற்றி படிச்சுக்கிடலாம். அதான் பலியோபொட்டனி. பலியோபொட்டனி இம்பார்ட்டன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபாசில்ஸ். Fossils means what? What is fossil? The plant fossil is a preserved part of plant and that has died long back. ரொம்ப நாளுக்கு முன்னால மண்ணுக்குள்ளே அப்படியே ஒரு சூழ்நிலை இருக்கும்ல. Fossils may be prehistoric impression that may hundred of millions of years ago old. 100 to million years old. Majority of the plant fossils are disarticulated parts of plants. It is rare to find plants to be preserved as whole. That importance, what are the importance of fossil? They threw light on phylogeny and evolution of plant. அதுதான் நமக்கு என்னது முன்னால உள்ள இதெல்லாம் படிச்சு தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டனாலதான் இது இப்படி இருந்துச்சு, இப்போ இவ்வளவு வளர்ந்துருக்குது அப்படின்னு நம்ம கத்துக்கிட்டோம். Fossils plants give historical approach to the plant kingdom. Historical, இதுக்கு முன்னால அது எப்படி இருந்துச்சுங்குது plant kingdom அறிஞ்சுக்கிட்டது. Fossils are useful in classification of plants. Fossils can be used in the field descriptive and comparative anatomy. After that, Hasp Maria, father of Paleobotany. Paleobotany. That who is the father of Paleobotany? Father of Paleobotany. Paleobotany father is Gaspar Maria von Sternberg. Gaspar Maria von Sternberg is the father of Paleobotany. Paleobotany. Who is the father of Paleobotany? Gaspar Maria von Sternberg. He established Bohemia National Museum in Prague and deemed to the founder of modern paleobotany. Birbal Sahani, the father of Indian paleobotany. Father of paleobotany Hasp Maria von Sternberg. Father of Indian paleobotany யாரு? Birbal Sahani. Birbal Sahani. Why he only presented research to different areas of paleobotany, the anatomy and morphology of Paleozoic ferns, fossil plants of Indian Gondwana formations. Okay, so who is the father of paleobotany? Gaspar Maria von Sternberg. Who is the father of Indian paleobotany? Birbal Sahani. Okay, children. Okay, everybody understood what is paleobotany? Who is the father of? Who is the father of Indian paleobotany? What is the importance of fossils? Yes. Now, fossil. The process of formation of fossil is in the rock is called fossilization. Fossilization. Fossil. Everybody see, எலும்பு கூடு அப்படியே இருக்குது, பாறைக்கு மேல அப்படியே காஞ்சி இருக்குது. That is the fossilization. Common method of fossilization includes fabrication, mold and cast, carbonization, preservation, compression and infiltration. These are methods. Okay, that method. Petrification, carbonization, mold and cast, preservation, compression, infiltration or replacement. Okay, these are the methods of fossilization. Petrification. What is petrification? Minerals like silica slowly penetrate in and replace the original organic tissue and forms rock like fossil. This method of fossilization can preserve hard and soft part. Most bones and wood fossils also petrified. Okay, here hard part also, soft part also. Most bones and wood fossils also petrified. Mold and cast, replica of the plant or animals preserved in sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks, when the organism gets buried in sediment and dissolved by the underground water, leaving a hollow dispersion called a mold. It shows the original shape but does not reveal the internal structure. It shows the original shape but it does not reveal the internal structure. Minerals sediments fill the hollow depression and form cast. That is cast and mold. Cast means that is a sediment. It is dissolved in the underground water. Underground water kulla sediment on a hollow depression called mold. Cast means here original shape. It can show the original shape but not the reveal the internal structure. Mineral and sediments fill the hollow expression and form a cast. That mold and cast. Next one, preservation. Original remains can be preserved in ice or amber. They protect the organism from the decay. The entire plant or animal is preserved. Preservation, that is preserve the animal, entire plant or animal preserving with the ice or the amber. Okay, அது வந்து அழுகி போகாம அப்படியே பாதுகாப்பா வைக்கிறாங்க. Compression. Next one, compression. When an organism dies, the hard parts of the bodies settle at the bottom of the seabed and covered by sediment. The process of sedimentation goes on continuously and fossils are formed. ரொம்ப நாள் செத்து போன மிருகங்கள்லாம் தண்ணிக்கு அடியில செட்டில் ஆயிரும். Settle and sedimentation goes continuously, make a fossil are formed. Okay, that is a compression. Infiltration or replacement, that precipitation of minerals takes place which later infiltrate the cell wall. The process is brought about the several mineral elements such as silica, calcium, carbonate, magnesium carbonate. These hard parts are dissolved and replaced by these minerals. The hard part la enadha idu dissolved ஆகி அது என்னதா மாறுது, replace the minerals மாறுது. Okay, hard part silica, calcium, carbonate, magnesium carbonate அப்படி என்னதா மாறுது. Several minerals, the animals அதெல்லாம் செத்து போனது, அந்த செல் வால் அந்த போன்ஸ் எல்லாம் என்னதாயிது சேஞ்ச் ஆகி several minerals மாறிடுது. Hard part dissolved and replace the several minerals. Okay, next one, determination of age of fossils. The age of fossils is determined by radioactive element present in it. Fossil is determined the age. எத்தனை வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னால உள்ளது இது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அந்த ஏஜ் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறது. It may be carbon, uranium, lead and potassium. It is used in the paleobotany and the anthropology for determining the age of human fossil and manuscript. Okay, radioactive element present in it. இந்த ஃபாசில்ல எழுதுறதுக்கு ரேடியோ ஆக்டிவ் எலமெண்ட் இருக்கு. அதனால அந்த ரேடியோ ஆக்டிவ் எலமெண்ட்ல இருக்கிற கார்பன், யுரேனியம், லெட், பொட்டாசியம் வச்சு அந்த அந்த டேட் அந்த எப்போ இது வந்து எப்போ உயிரோட வாழ்ந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அந்த ஏஜை கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். By comparing the ratio of carbon 14, carbon 12 in the sample, radiocarbon dates can be determined. Okay. Next one, ethnobotany. Ethnobotany. What is ethnobotany? Study of regions, plant and their practical uses. Regions, plant and practical uses through the traditional knowledge of the local culture of people. What is ethnobotany? Ethnobotany is the study of interaction between the plants and people. Interaction of plants and people, including the influence of plants of human culture. Okay. Ethnobotany is the study of interaction of plants and people. That is the interaction of plants and people. Plants and the practice uses the traditional knowledge of local culture of people. That is a ethnobotany. Ethnobotany that J.W. Hochberger 1895 to include the study of plants use the primitive and aboriginal people. Though this discipline has existed for ages, ethnobotany emerged as a distinct academic branch of natural science in 20th century. That the ethnobotany, aspects of ethnobotany, ethnobotany has relevance without problem of nature, health care and life support system, faith in plants, cottage industries, economic upliftment, conservation of biodiversity and sustainable use of plant resources. These are aspects of ethnobotany. Okay, aspects of ethnobotany, that cottage industries, economic upliftment, conservation of biodiversity, sustainable use of plant resource. Importance of ethnobotany. Importance, provide traditional use of plants. It gives formation of certain unknown and known useful plants. Known and unknown useful plants. Okay. After it serves chemist, pharmacologist and practitioner of herbal medicine. Ethnomedical data given there. Tribal communities utilize the ethnomedicinal plants parts like bark, stem, root, leaves, flowers, buds, flowers, fruits, seeds, oils, resins, dyes, gums. These are treatment of disease like diarrhea, fever, headache, that like diabetes, jaundice, snake bites, leprosy. These are the etc. And astrobiology. Next one, astrobiology, study of life in the universe. Astrobiology is the study of life in the universe. It investigates the origin, evolution, distribution, future of life Earth, and search of life beyond Earth. Astrology addresses 3 fundamental questions. Okay, astrobiology here. Microbial diversity from the sandstone and granite from the McMurdo dry valleys, Antarctica. Picture also given here. The is how does life begin and evolve? That also question given here. Astrobiology deals with origin, evolution and distribution of life in the universe. What is astrobiology? Deals with origin, evolution and distribution of life in the universe. Okay. Origin, evolution and distribution of life in the universe. Okay. Okay children. Next homework. You will write the homework. You will write the homework. Write 10 one word answer. Write 10 one word answer. Write 10 one word answer. And write about Darwinism. Write about Darwinism in the classwork note. Write about Darwinism in the classwork note. Okay.